Good night, last season laddies. Do you want to go down under for another episode of the Funny Business Podcast? Yeah, I have no idea how to start off this show, but welcome everybody. I thought we'd go down under, below planet Earth through Australia, because we all know, like Kyrie Irving, the Earth is flat, so, be easy way to dig through.
He's having himself a week. It's always good to get a good Australian accent in once in a while. I'm not going to do it myself because I'm probably going to start coughing, but.
I don't even know if that was Australian, but Matt.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't.
It was not Australian. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't Australian.
Okay, fine. I'm not even going to ask you how you're doing. Let's just jump
too bad. I'm going to
today's-
answer the question anyway. So, I'm doing good. Season has come to an end, and now it is time to revamp in the off season. If I have an off season, now that I got another promotion, kind of. So now my season really kicks in gear. So work is going well. I'm also looking forward to, so we're recording on Monday. I get to golf in a work golf tournament on Wednesday, so that's gonna be fun. And yeah, life's just really good right now.
Is it, Matt?
It is.
I'm happy for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you for saying. Wait, what? Never.
Yep.
Move on.
Really?
Yep. That's all
please,
I got.
Please, the world is listening.
No, that's all I got.
You sure?
Really? Yeah.
Okay. All right.
We could.
We can.
Awesome.
We can wait for another time. But okay, let's just jump right into it today. We got a couple topics that we always just want to cover and go over. Matt, I found this really weird news story that I thought you and I would both appreciate and laugh at for a little bit, because what's the point of this podcast without any laughter?
I love weird news stories.
So Matt, in a scene worthy of a comedy sketch, a Turkish man joined a search party for a missing person, not realizing the individual being pursued was him. I just see Matt's just literally when Matt am I reading that, he just smiles. So let me lay the land for you. Beyhan Mutulu, who is 51 years old, went drinking with a friend in a forest in a town in Inegöl, northwest Turkey, late Tuesday. His wife reported him missing after he did not return home, and she heard he had walked away from his friend drunk. Gendarmerie, I'm just gonna call him Jerry, and rescue teams were called in to find Mutulu, who had gone to sleep in a house in the forest, which was reported by T24, which is the Turkish online news site. He came across members of the search party in the morning and decided to help find the missing person. He realized he was the focus of the search when they began calling his name. After a while, they were looking for Beyhan Mutulu. T24 quoted him as saying, "I broke into a cold sweat when I heard my name. I told them I was Beyhan, but they continued to search. They didn't believe me. The truth came out when my friend Mesut saw me." Mutulu said he was part of the search team for more than a half an hour.
How do you? First of all, this is an awesome Friday night for this guy.
Story.
This is a great start to the weekend. How do you not believe the guy? Like, if he's like, "Yeah, I'll join," and then you start yelling his name, he's like, "Wait, that's actually me." Like, would you not stop and be like, "Is that actually you?" But they're like, "No, you're lying." Like, what's that all about?
Well, and then to think about it too, like, this isn't like, a time warp back into the 60s where, cell phones and social media wasn't a thing. Like 2021, we all have some sort of telecommunication device that is able to pull up maybe photos or images of said individual. And I just don't realize why they didn't believe him. And okay, so then if they didn't believe him, then they weren't actually true friends. For that scenario. So a little weirded out that this group of so-called friends was searching for Beyhan.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, how would they not? Also, how do you just, like, this is just something from The Hangover.
Right.
Really, this is just The Hangover in real life, except there's no tiger and Mike Tyson wasn't involved. and
Or maybe.
there's it's just a little less excitement. But this is like a real life hangover. Like you wake up and it's just like, oh, our search is like, oh yeah, I'll help out. Also, shout out to that guy. He's just like wakes up in the middle of the forest and just joins a random search party for someone. Like who decides they're gonna do that? Like if that was me, I was like, good luck. I'm going to Dunkin'. I'm getting a breakfast sandwich and a coffee.
Matt, I can't believe this story comes about. Would you? I don't like. It's such a weird story, and this is why I wanted to bring it up today. How do you somehow just fall into, oh, it's a search party, I'm gonna go help searching for people, this individual, and then all of a sudden you hear it's you, like. And here's another thing, as we dive deeper and we dig deeper into these stories, his wife. Why wasn't there any communication between the wife and him?
Okay, so this is in Turkey, so we don't know if they had cell phones. We don't know.
Sure.
Right? Maybe he lost his cell phone. Maybe they're not as close as we think they are. Like there's a lot of factors that go into it.
Okay.
Back to your original question, like what you think when you finds out you're the search party. That's really got to be the weirdest feeling in the world. At that point, he had to be like, one, am I dead? Is this like an alternate reality? Two, what did I do last night? Like, what happened that they're looking for me? Like, who did I murder someone? Am I missing? Like, what did I do? Like, so many things had to be going through his head, which is why he said he woke up or he just got in like a cold sweat. Like, that's got to be one of the craziest feelings in the world. I couldn't imagine what this guy was going through. And then to say, like, hey guys, this is me. Like, sorry, I was just drunk last night. And they're like, no. That's got to be even weirder. Like, how do you react to that?
Yeah, it's almost like having an out-of-body experience of a search party searching for you, and you're in that search party, and then you're like, whoa, wait a minute. Like, hold up, wait a minute. Are you really looking for me? And then even the people not even believing said individual is the person.
Yeah, it's like in the Matrix, kind of.
It's the multiverse.
Yeah, it's like the Spider-Man meme. Like they hung. It's like if they would stapled the flyer of a picture of him to a tree, and it's just like he's pointing at the tree. It's like, hey guys, this is me.
Do you want to make public plans already and see Spider-Man No Way Home in December?
Yeah, I gotta watch the other Spider-Mans.
Okay.
I haven't seen any Tom Holland ones, but yes, that'll give me a reason to watch them, so I'm in.
Okay. All right. Cool. We'll see you in December, Matt.
Perfect.
Let's see. just a little sidebar.
Yeah.
And anybody wants to join, feel free to join us. Anybody who supports our Patreon page. That's
Yeah, if you subscribe to the Twitch, you'll be entered into a raffle to watch the movie with us. Solo.to/funny business.
Did we even mention about our weird futon story? Was that on the podcast?
Yeah, I believe we did briefly mention that. Yeah.
So we did say that if you did subscribe to our Twitch, you would have been automatically entered to win Mike's futon.
Right. R.I.P.
Oh, R.I.P. So, yeah, well, I'm glad Behan was found, but I guess in the strangest of circumstances, to say the least.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably going to take it easy for the next couple of weeks.
I mean,
hope so.
That's what every drunk person says who has a horrible hangover the next day. I'm not drinking again.
Great point. Yes.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh, Matt. Well, on to another story, as awful as this is. Matt, science brings wonders to the world and brings it right in front of our eyes. But who would have thought that scientists will train specific animals? I mean, we've seen dogs pick up baseball bats and being the bat dog. We've seen rats figure out how to navigate a maze. But Matt, I would never think to say this, but scientists have trained cows where to pee, and it could potentially help the environment.
So here's my first question. I have a lot of. I really did not read this article, but I have a lot of questions, a lot of concerns. So cows live outside, right?
I mean, naturally, yes, but they do.
Right.
Like at a farm, like obviously at the barn.
Right. So when you potty train a dog, you teach them to pee outside, right?
Depends on your scenario. I know these weird like pee pads are now like becoming a thing, and that's just absolutely disgusting.
Okay, so normal dogs pee outside.
Majority yes.
Right. Okay. So if cows already live outside, why the hell do we need to teach them where to pee? Because they're already potty trained. Because it's not like, hey, come on, get out of the kitchen. You gotta go to the bathroom. Like, there's not gonna be a cow in the kitchen. They live in their natural habitat. Why?
Well, Matt, I am going to talk about this. So scientists put the task to test, and 11 out of 16 cows learned to use the quote mooloo when they had to go. So the way that it worked out was, I'm just trying to skim this really quick. So this is actually an environmental issue, believe it or not, as stated in the research. Urine contains nitrogen, and when mixed with crap, becomes ammonia, which is an environmental issue with acid rain and other problems. It could also taint the water with nitrates and create airborne pollutant nitrous oxide. And cows do pee a lot. A single cow can produce about 8 gallons of urine a day. In 2019, nitrous oxide comprised 7% of all the U.S. greenhouse gases, according to the Environmental Protection Agency.
Pause. 8 gallons of urine a day.
Yeah.
What? Holy shit. Are they drinking their own milk?
No, Matt, it's not shit. It's piss.
I understand that. 8 gallons of urine a day? What? That's
so
not real.
Hung up on
no,
this.
that's insane. That is insane. I can't even drink a gallon of water a day. Cows are just letting it loose like crazy. All right, continue.
So the way that it worked out was at a lab in Germany. The researchers mimicked a toddler's training, putting the cows in a special pen, waiting until they urinated, and then giving them a reward, a sweet liquid of mostly molasses. If the cows urinated outside of the mooloo after initial training, they got a squirt of cold water. Then in 2 sets of experiments, the researchers let the Holstein cows roam about the indoor facility, and when they had to urinate, 11 of them into the pen, did their business, and got the sweet reward. But there is a couple caveats to this experiment. Number one, they gave diuretics to the cattle to get them to urinate more because they had limited time to run the experiments under ethics guidelines.
I don't love that.
Number two, they didn't do number 2. They only trained the cows to use the mooloo to urinate, not defecate. Urine is the bigger problem, but the scientists predicted they could train cows to poop in a certain place too.
So they cheated. Basically, they cheated.
I mean, at least they stated it in their research. Like they always state discrepancies and things, but I guess based on the research, ethically, it was kind of limited to them, so that's probably why they had to.
So I'm putting. I don't like the study. I'm putting an asterisk next to it. Nope, not a fan. I don't know. Just let the cows pee naturally. I understand maybe sometimes they can't pee in their poop. That's really a sentence I never thought I'd say in my life. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not buying this. I'm not really buying the need for this study. I think we should just let cows be. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I was also interested to see that cows have a sweet tooth. Which is bizarre to me.
Not surprised, but surprised. I mean, I used to, as a little kid, Matt, I used to actually go to my grandparents' barn. And I used to be able to feed the calves with a baby bottle. It's
Ooh.
cutest thing in the world. And that's like, it was so cool because you got to hang out with grandpa and be able to feed the cows and the calves. And, every time you walked by them, they always ran away from you, which was kind of funny. But to see this experiment occur, I don't believe it's going to be reasonable for farmers and everyone else to invest into some type of program to get your cows to urinate in specific places.
It's cow.
It's cow.
Right.
Cow.
Hey,
Do you
Mike.
ever... Oh no. Yes.
What's a cow's favorite kind of ice cream?
I don't know.
Moose tracks. But
Jeez. I literally lost my train of thought on what I was going to say.
You're welcome. I really hope everyone enjoyed that lovely dad joke. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty proud of that. I just came off that at the top of my head.
Nice. Congratulations, man.
Thank you. I'll be here all week.
Matt's just gonna give weird dad jokes for the rest of the week. Everybody, he's just gonna post a dad joke a day. He's just gonna do that and post it and whatever. Just go from there.
Sure. Yeah. We'll go with that.
Okay, Matt. So to wrap up the first half of this episode, Matt, I was very cryptic. I love being cryptic.
A little bit. Yeah, you really do. Yeah, you really, really do.
So this is episode 77, and one more 7, and it's a slot machine. So Matt, what happens when you hit 777?
You win a jackpot.
But in order for you to do that, how many times do you think you have to hit 777?
I don't know.
Probably a lot. Like the probability is probably
right.
a lot.
Okay.
So,
sure. Yeah.
So my creative juices were flowing this week to finally come up with something interesting. So Matt, I went to randomquestionmaker.com, and the category that I will pick is funny. And every time I hit the refresh button, it comes up with a random funny question.
Okay.
So it's just really a game of just asking random questions, but we're using a question generator to do that. So
I'm in.
These are weird. I did like click a few times myself. One of them was like, is cereal a soup? And I was like, well, hopefully if Matt's doing Take It today, like it's not going to be, one of these questions. So
coincidental.
This is the exact website that Matt goes to get all the questions.
False.
Okay, so here's the first one, Matt.
Oh no.
Would you let me slap you for $100?
So you slap me, I get $100?
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. I would too.
I actually think we should make a slap bet.
No.
Why not? You know how suspenseful that would be?
To slap each other in the face until one of us stops?
No. Slap bet. So like we make a bet, and then like say I don't know, we make some sort of short bet, and then let's say the winner gets to randomly slap the other person at any time they want.
Oh, so it's like kind of like
any
a
point.
save, like an IOU.
Yes.
Like it's
so yes, it's like an IOU. Even like they get twice. Like you get 2 slaps. You get to save them whenever. Yeah. So then it's just a suspense of like, is it going to happen right now or not?
It's like that. I really want to see that movie Tag. Do you remember me talking about that?
It's do remember that.
A couple guys who grow up and now they're like trying to play tag, this longest running game. Like they're at an Alcoholics Anonymous, they're at a funeral, like all these things. I just wish I'd be able to see it. So I'm not gonna. Wow. So this question, but I'm gonna skip it. Is who would you hate to see naked? I'm just gonna. I want to skip that, Matt.
Okay.
So the next one. Would you dress in drag for $25?
$25? So how far we got to go?
I mean, I think it's just dressing up. Like, it's obviously like you don't have to be at a performance. It's just dressing.
Right,
drag.
but it's like full hair and makeup.
Oh yeah, dress,
No,
shoes.
$25 is not enough.
I feel like I could do that.
No, $25.
To just put a wig, clothes, and to wear high heels.
No, there's no shot. There's no shot.
All
no,
right.
absolutely not. I mean, just think about the photos that are going to come out of that. For $2,500, yeah, easy.
Okay, here's the next one. If you were a worm, how long would you be? Right?
Wow, I don't what?
Let me save you for the conversation. Have you ever, when it poured rain out, have you ever tried going for earthworms?
No.
No. Oh, dude, that used to be like, so we had a pond at my old house, and every time it would pour rain, we would go in our backyard and we would grab them from the ground and we would use them as bait for the next day for the fish. And these things were like honkers, man. Like the girth on them was ridiculous.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You seemed really excited to talk about the girth of that worm.
Matt, you still
No,
haven't
I
given me
can't
an
really
answer yet.
say I ever said that or I've ever done that. How long would I be? I don't know. As an average sized man, I feel like I'd be like, I don't know, what's the average size of a worm?
Why are you asking me questions back here? Average size.
Not the chicken, Maurice. Why are you asking me all these questions?
It's about point. An adult earthworm can be from 0.39 inches long to 9.8 feet long. That's a big ass worm.
Yeah, probably not as big as an Alaskan bullworm. I don't know, I'll say like 3 inches.
I was gonna say 3 inches.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Have you ever collected stickers that are on fruits?
No? Is that a thing?
Apparently.
People collect those stickers?
Did I ever share with you about, oh gosh, what is the type of Chiquita? Did you ever see the Chiquita bananas?
Yes, yeah.
So did you know they actually host a Spotify playlist?
No, I did not.
Yeah,
but I'm
so
intrigued.
there was a QR code that you were able to scan on a Chiquita banana, and it would give you their Spotify playlist that you'd be able to listen to.
What kind of music is it?
Classics. It's Chiquita classics. They've been around for 150 years. Lots of genres. I'm trying to like see like Under the Mango Tree, Brown Eyed Girl, I Got a Woman by Ray Charles.
Okay.
And then it gets into like the latest ones like Smoke on the Water, Staying Alive by the Bee Gees, Walking on Sunshine. Yeah.
Interesting.
Happy
I like
Together by the Turtles, Boogie Wonderland, Don't Worry, Be Happy. I mean, it's a bop. Usually I play it if I really don't know what else to play. So,
Right.
Matt, here's another one. In a scale from 1 to 5, and I'm going to say, and I'll read the question, how afraid of the dark are you? So 1 being not afraid at all, to 5 being I'm terrified, don't even put me in the dark.
I don't have COVID, by the way. I just have a cough. I'm going to give 2 different answers.
Okay.
If I'm outside, it's like a 1. If I'm inside, it's like a 3.
I'd flip-flop that.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I hate going downstairs in
Really?
the dark. I hate it. Hate it.
But you don't even know what the heck's around you outside.
Yeah, but it's the thought of like a monster like sneaking up like out of my basement and downstairs. You never know. Listen, if you don't run up the steps after you turn the lights off, like and you're going upstairs, you're an animal, and I don't trust you.
Okay. All right. That's fine. Matt, next question. What is the strangest thing you've ever eaten?
Frog legs.
Interesting.
Yeah, they were actually pretty good.
I can't say I've eaten unusual things.
No?
No. I mean, I was a picky kid to begin with, so.
I was too, but then I kind of just like out of nowhere just started trying random stuff.
Yeah. So we'll do two
Oh,
more.
no. Okay.
What's the dumbest thing you've ever cried about?
Wow, that's a tough question. I used to cry a lot as a kid.
Same.
Yeah. Dumbest thing I ever cried about? Man, I don't even know. I don't know if I could come up with one.
Dumbest thing I've ever cried about was my preschool graduation. We were required to do the chicken dance per our graduation. I did not want to do it.
But the chicken dance is awesome.
As a kid, I despised it.
What? That opens up a whole other can of worms. Why did you hate the chicken dance?
Because I was an introvert. I literally hated social interactions. I hated being in front of crowd. Yeah, surprising, huh? Yeah, that was to the point where the teacher came up to my parents and said, Mike needs to be held back another year for preschool.
Wow.
Develop a little bit more socially. And my mom goes, nope, he'll be fine. Thanks,
wow.
Mom.
Yeah. Moms know best. Moms know best.
Yeah, pardon my French. Yeah, you, preschool teachers.
Wow. All right. Here it is.
So yeah, the dumbest thing I cried about was not wanting to do the chicken dance.
Interesting. I literally just did the chicken dance at work the other day.
I did the Cupid Shuffle this past weekend at homecoming.
Well, okay, Cupid Shuffle and chicken dance are a little different.
Okay. All right, pal, one more thing. One of your stuffed animals' names as a kid. What was one of your stuffed animals' names as a kid?
My favorite stuffed animal, still have him to this day, don't know where he is. Charlie, his little monkey. I love Charlie. Slept with Charlie every night. Could not sleep without Charlie. He was my best friend as a kid. I have no shame in saying that. No shame at all. I did find Charlie like a year ago. He's now lost. But I still think about him. Never. But he still holds a special place in my heart.
Is it a sock monkey or is it just a regular monkey?
No, it's just a regular monkey.
A regular monkey. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll do one more because it's funny. No, that's a dumb one. Okay, this got sexist all of a sudden. I mean, we're not gonna talk about this, but why can't women put on mascara with their mouth closed? We don't know anything about that.
No.
How many slices of pizza are you capable of eating in one sitting?
I think 4. I can get down half a pie.
Do you remember? You get down half a pie. Do you remember in college, like the specialty pizzas that they had, like in the caf?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So when it was always buffalo chicken pizza day, I had 6 slices every time. I had 6 slices in one sitting.
See, that makes me hate you because then you'd be the guy that when I would go up, there's no buffalo chicken, and then I gotta wait for 15 minutes because we can't just take 2 slices at a time. Let everybody have a piece of the damn pie.
Yeah, I had 2 slices at a time, and I kept going up, going up, going up, going up.
For shame.
When the moon hits your eyes like a big pizza pie, that's amore. And we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, Matt's got the sports. Let's say you start a podcast or you're running your own side hustle and have a bunch of links that you want your audience to know about. As a podcast, Matt and I have all of our social media, all of our podcast links, and other important things. Make it easier for your followers to find your important links, social media, and latest content by having it all in one page with solo.to. I'll be honest, I have used similar websites like this, but nothing compares to solo.to. All of your links are clean and easy to navigate. Have an upcoming video? It's really easy to make those changes. Plus, solo.to has opportunities to upgrade to include more customization, advanced analytics, and so much more. Solo.to is giving us a special opportunity for you to get 10% off if you create an account and upgrade. Be sure to go to solo.to/funnybusiness to create your account today. Solo.to, it's the way to go. Do you think, Matt, people are tired of hearing our Anchor ad?
Yeah, probably. But let's be honest, if it wasn't for Anchor, we would not be doing a podcast.
You're right, Matt. Once again, we have to thank Anchor for helping us continue to make each episode. Y'all know how it works. Anchor is free. It's easy to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer, and distributes your podcast to platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and more.
And you all know that you can make money too, even with the first couple episodes that you start with.
So why haven't you started your own podcast yet? Anchor is everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app today or go to anchor.fm to get started. That's anchor.fm.
So, Mike, when do you think we'll stop talking about Anchor?
Oh, man, Matt. You know what? To be completely honest, I think we'll be talking about this for a long time.
Okay, let's slide into the sports topics we have for you all today. Let's start with some baseball. The MLB postseason is here. And boy, oh boy, are we starting off with the bang. Mike was just looking at his home run. Was that what you were trying to do? Okay. Yep, got it.
There's a drive to deep left field by Castellanos, and it's a 3-1 ball game.
There it is. There it is. God, that was a good one. So we are recording on Monday. So by the time this podcast is out, the wildcard games will be over. However, Tuesday night, Mike, tomorrow night, we have Yankees at the Red Sox. I don't know if I want the Yankees to win, flat out. I'm going to say it. I don't know.
Can we just talk about how much you were shitting on the Yankees for these past couple weeks, and then all of a sudden they make the wild card game?
Yeah, I mean, I still don't know if they suck or not. Okay. I don't know. They sucked the whole season. Then they win 13 games in a row. It's like, holy crap, they're back. Then they lose 9 out of 13. It's like, well, we're back to reality. And now they're in the wild card game against Boston. I don't know the pitching matchup yet. It's probably going to be Garrett Cole versus Chris Sale. I really would hope Garrett Cole is pitching today or tomorrow, whatever. I don't know if I want them to win.
Why?
Because they have no shot to beat Tampa Bay.
Oh, okay.
No shot. I mean, they played them this past weekend. All they had to do was win one freaking game to get in the playoffs, and they barely did that against Tampa Bay, who had nothing to play for except to keep the Yankees out of the postseason. You tell me. I mean, they got destroyed on Saturday, 12-2. It's ridiculous. No DJ LeMahieu. It's gonna be tough.
I don't want to be that person, but I'd rather see them lose to Tampa Bay than the Red Sox. I'd rather beat the rival. I'd rather beat the rival and get crapped on by a team, but
that's the only thing that I can agree with.
All the Yankees haters are going to be like, "Oh, you lost against the Red Sox." No one's going to be like, "Oh, you lost against the Rays." They're just, you know how you remember the burn, you used to take your hands and put on someone's wrist and you would twist it and it burn. Yeah. That is like that for the Red Sox versus the Rays you just get slapped on the wrist for.
That's true. Yeah, I'm really not gonna be able to go on Twitter for 3 days afterwards if
get
the Red
texts
Sox
from
win.
your friends on top of that. Yeah. Too, with which, to be honest, those friends don't have their teams in playoffs, so
that's a great point. That's a great point.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah, Phillies fans got to be real quiet this postseason.
I mean, yeah, you can warm up the couch for us for all we care about, but just so you know, they were the ones who held the remote first to tune into us play. So
right, yeah, keep the seat warm, but keep your mouth shut.
Keep your mouth shut.
Let's make. Are they gonna win?
I hope so.
I'm going to say yes just because I think Garrett Cole is going to pitch well. And the last couple of times, if it is Chris Sale on the mound, which I would assume for the Red Sox, the Yankees have hit him well the past couple of times. And they did just sweep the Red Sox in Boston 2 weekends ago. Mm-hmm. So I have hope. Slight hope. No hope. Let's take a look at the rest of the American League. The Rays are the only team in the American League to win 100 games. American League goes through them.
Wow.
Yeah. Astros, White Sox, I think will be a good series. So we'll just make a prediction. Who do you have coming out of the American League?
Oh, wow. Coming out of the American League. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I hate to say it, but I feel like White Sox are long overdue for a playoff run.
Don't hate that pick. I don't think they beat the Astros, but I don't hate that pick.
I just remember when the Yankees won their World Series in 2009. I just remember the White Sox were always that team that always got them again and again. So, and I haven't seen them come up at all in a while. So
they are due. This does kind of feel like it might be a year too early for the White Sox, kind of like the Astros.
Yeah.
Like the Astros are coming up, and then they broke it. But who knows? Like I don't know. I'm going Tampa Bay just because I think they're a wagon, and I hate them. I really do hate them, but I don't see anyone beating them. In the National League, we have the Cardinals and the Dodgers in the wild card game. Cardinals just came off like a 17-16 game win streak, so they're hot. The Dodgers, second best record in baseball, but did not win the division because of the Giants. So this is something the Dodgers haven't really faced in a long time, is the wild card game. So they're in a scenario where they might have the best roster in the MLB top to bottom, but do or die in the wild card game against the hottest team in baseball. Like that's not going to be super easy. And it's really, who do you favor? Do you favor the Dodgers because they're home, or the Cardinals because they're hot?
Yeah, I mean that is two opposing forces coming together, Matt, and going at it with each other, and what's going to bring more weight, I guess is the best way to say it. What's going to bring more weight in coming up for it? So
we have that in the wild card game. Winner will face the Giants, and then we have the Atlanta Braves against the Milwaukee Brewers. Quick story from the Brewers. So the Brewers clinched the NL Central, had a little party. Excuse me. One of their pitchers, very good pitcher, Devin Williams, celebrating in the locker room, punched a wall because why not?
Why not?
With his pitching hand, because that's not going to end bad, right? Fractured his hand.
Oh my gosh!
Needs surgery and is out for the year.
Wow.
You really can't be doing that, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, who was it that was playing a video game and raged and I forget what that was.
I don't remember who it was, but yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So who's you got coming out of the National League?
I don't know. I'm always that's the thing. Like, I want to say Cardinals, but then I think to myself, somebody like a hot streak, like teams, no matter what sport it is that have a hot streak, they got to burn out sometime.
Did they peak too early?
Yeah, like that's, did you run out of gas at the wrong point? And, I could see the Dodgers come. Didn't they won? No, they didn't. They did win last year.
Dodgers beat the Rays last year.
Ooh, I don't know. That's tough for me to call because baseball is not too good not too nice for back-to-back World Series
it's tough
champions.
To repeat.
It is tough to repeat. Damn. I don't know, man. Who do you want?
I really want to say the Giants. I just don't know. It's tough. Like I've seen these tweets beforehand. Like I'm gonna keep doubting the Giants until they win the World Series, and I think that's what I'm gonna do. Just because, like, if you look at their roster, it's like, how are they doing this? No. They also, I believe, did lose their veteran first baseman Brandon Belt to an injury. I don't know when he's coming back.
Now, Mr. Baseball, is there any team in the playoff picture that has never won a World Series yet?
Tampa Bay, the Brewers. That is it. And I think I'm going to go with the Brewers.
Okay. I think that's fair.
Mm-hmm. Which I just predicted Tampa Bay, Milwaukee World Series, and I think Rob Manfred would actually, die. That's probably his nightmare scenario right now.
Yep.
Is the Brewers against Tampa Bay, because no one outside of those fan bases is going to watch that.
Nope.
Moving on to a season that is wrapping up to a season that is beginning. Mike, NBA is right around the corner. I think we're all looking forward to the season for a lot of reasons. So we're going to play a little game. Another game here on the sports side. You may have seen this game. I think we played it a few weeks ago, but we're actually going to play the traditional version of the game now. NBA on TNT loves to play this game with Charles Barkley, called Who He Play For. And it's quite simple. So, Mike, we had a lot of guys change teams in the offseason. So I'm going to give you a player and who has changed teams. And I'm going to ask you to tell me who he played for. Now, usually with Charles Barkley, yes, he does go 0 for 5. They also give him scrubs that he probably doesn't even know they're in the league. I'm going to try and give you some more bigger name players.
So you're not going to give me choices. I'm just going to have to guess.
If it's I might give you some choices.
Okay.
We'll play it by the player. Actually, no. Sorry, you're just guessing.
Oh, wait, can I get East? Can I get East or West?
Yes, I'll give you the conference.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
All right, let's start with Eastern Conference. Kemba Walker, who he play for.
So wait, now I'm getting.
I'll also give you the team he left.
Okay, so you're asking me who's he play for now?
Yes, who he play for. He left the Celtics. He is still in the Eastern Conference.
Where did he go? Oh my God, where did he go? Oh God. The Wizards. Final answer.
Incorrect. The New York Knicks. Cardiac Kemba back in Madison Square Garden. All right. Leaving the Toronto Raptors, staying in the Eastern Conference. Kyle Lowry, who he play for.
God, I'm going to be terrible at this.
That's the point of the game.
Yeah, shut up. Damn it. Kyle Lowry, he's playing for now. The Bulls. Final answer.
Incorrect. He is taking his talents to South Beach.
Oh, Miami.
And is with the Miami Heat with good old J Butt.
Gosh.
Yep. Let's see. Do I give you a softball question? I'll give you a softball question. Leaving the Washington Wizards, going to the Western Conference, Russell Westbrook, who he play for.
Oh, the bandwagon, Los Angeles Lakers.
That is correct. By the way, I think this was a true stat that I saw from their first preseason game with the Lakers. LeBron's like, oh, I don't want to hear we have no shooting. And then the first preseason game, they shot like 12 for 35 from 3.
Oh.
So, good job, LeBron.
Good job, LeBron.
Yeah, good luck with that, buddy. DeMar DeRozan left the San Antonio Spurs, going to the Eastern Conference. Who he play for?
Is that the Bulls?
That is correct.
Yeah!
Chicago Bulls.
You okay?
It's not COVID. I got tested. It's
I
not
got
COVID.
tested.
All right. This is a tricky one. Patty Mills. So he was a longtime backup with the San Antonio Spurs as a point guard, going to the Eastern Conference. Who he play for?
Patty Mills. That is going to be Celtics?
It's a good guess, but it's incorrect. It is the Brooklyn Nets.
Ooh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay, I could see that.
Yes, especially with the Kyrie news.
Right.
Yeah. Let's see. Dennis Schroeder. Old team, the Lakers. Going to the Eastern Conference. Who he play for?
Ooh, Schroeder. The Wizards?
Incorrect. That would be the Boston Celtics.
Ah.
Yep. I'm okay. Landry Shamet. He was a backup guard with the Brooklyn Nets. He's now going to the Western Conference. Who he play for?
Damn. Spurs.
Incorrect. He will be with my Phoenix Suns in the Valley.
Oh, I was gonna say Phoenix, but I was like, that's too easy. But it was too easy.
Oh, I didn't even know this one. Let's go with this one. I didn't even know this happened. Ricky Rubio left the Minnesota Timberwolves. Now in the Eastern Conference. Who you play for?
Wow, I'm terrible at this. The Wizards.
Incorrect. Apparently, he's on the Cleveland Cavaliers. I didn't know that happened.
Apparently.
We'll do a few more. Andre Iguodala left the Miami Heat. Is back in the Western Conference. Who he play for?
Is he back with the Golden State Warriors?
That would be correct. He is back with the Golden State Warriors. Yep. Good one. Good one.
Good answer. Good answer.
Great answer.
Great answer.
Really, really fantastic. This article just decided to stop loading. Kyle Kuzma, everybody's favorite former Laker to hate, is now in the Eastern Conference. Who he play for?
Kyle Kuzma. Bulls.
Good guess. He is with the Washington Wizards.
Damn it.
We'll do one more, and wow, this article really just decided to stop loading. JaVale McGee, formerly, I'm trying to think off the top of my head who he was with.
Lakers, right?
No, he went from the Eastern Conference to the Western Conference. Who he play for?
Oh, you're asking me this now. He went.
Yes,
he's in the
JaVale
Western
McGee.
Conference now.
Western Conference. Who he play for?
Clippers. Final answer.
Incorrect. I might be having to get a JaVale McGee jersey because he is with the Phoenix Suns.
Phoenix Suns. Oh,
yeah.
Here we go.
I'm actually very excited for that. I think he's going to have a good role as the backup center because that's really what they needed in the finals was like a guy that can come in, play a little defense. And I think JaVale can fit that pretty well. Last topic we have, football obviously is king of the sports world right now. Big Ben is not getting any better, but we're not going to talk about that. Mike, the Ravens and Broncos played this past weekend. Baltimore Ravens tied an NFL record with their, I believe, 44th straight game with 100+ rushing yards, which, is a cool story to have. That's not really what the story was. They did it on the final play of the game when there was about 6 seconds left on the clock and they were up 23-7. So instead of taking a knee, which is usually what happens, they decided to run another play to try to get 100 yards to tie the NFL record. And the Broncos are not very happy. They're saying it's a little Bush League, like you're up 16 points, take the knee. I kind of side with the Broncos in this one. Like, it's not like... so it was the 43rd straight game of 100+ rushing yards. It's not like you set the NFL record for most rushing yards in a game. It's not like this is a record that's going to, be super impressive for years to come. You just ran, this is your game plan is to run the football. You should expect to run for 100 yards in a game. And if you didn't get it while you're up 23-7 with 6 minutes left or 6 seconds left, just take the knee. You still won the game just because you have to get to 100 rushing yards. I don't know. I don't see the point in this. When John Harbaugh, the coach, said it's one of those things that's meaningful. It's a very, very tough record to accomplish. It's a long-term record. So I'm not going to say it's more important than winning the game, for sure. It's certainly not. But as a head coach, I think you do that for your players and you do that for your coaches, and that's something they'll have for the rest of their lives. I really don't think anyone's going to remember this when the record is broken.
Right, and it's a team record, And in what cases do you not that you memorize, but like in what case, like we all know who scored the most points in an NBA game. We know who throwed wow,
Throwed.
English throwed through the most touchdowns in one NFL game. There is never a time when we're like, oh yeah, it's the 1999 Pittsburgh Steelers who have the record for the most fumbles in a game. Like it is always individual teams. And at first I was like, why not? They're trying to break a record. But then again, it's a team record. It's not an individual record. Like if they were at a point where their quarterback or one of their receivers was about to break a record, then yes, like by all means, totally would be for that. But because it's a team record, I'm kind of like, I don't know if I'd be interested in that or not.
Yeah, it's like no one's going to care about this record at all. Like it's a cool stat, yeah, but who's going to care at the end of the day?
They're not going to care. Nobody's going to care about it until the next team breaks that record. Because that is the only time you hear it the next time. It's like, oh, like the last time it was done by the 2003 Baltimore Ravens. Like that is where you hear that record. You don't hear it anywhere else.
Exactly. The only team record anyone cares about is the 72 Dolphins being the only undefeated team in NFL history. That's why, like when the Patriots did it, that was a big deal because going undefeated is a big deal. How many games did they rush for 100 yards during this win streak and lose?
Yeah.
Like they haven't won a Super Bowl during this streak.
Mm-hmm.
So is it really that important? Just because you ran for 100 yards? Like, I don't see the significance of this. Like, I feel like this is am I a little biased because I'm a Steelers fan? Absolutely. 100%. I'll admit that. But I still don't agree with it. And the Broncos head coach came out and was very upset today. And then the Ravens coach is kind of clapping back at him. I don't know. I think this is really just take the knee. Like if you're saying winning is more important, then why'd you do it?
Yeah.
Why'd you do it? Then just take the knee and say, who cares?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
It is what it is.
Yes, it is. And that concludes the sports topics we have for you all today. Might talk a little bit more sports in a little bit. It's time for Take It. Very, very excited for this one. So it is a little sports related. With MLB postseason coming around, there's going to be teams that are winning, clinching the World Series, clinching the American League or National League pennant. Mike, let's focus on a championship. Would you rather win the championship at your home stadium or on the road stadium?
And this doesn't even have to do with MLB. This is just
any sport. Would you rather win whatever sport you want to win? What you're passionate about, even if you're thinking of it at home, trying to think of an answer. Pick your favorite sport. Would you rather win it at home or on the road?
See, I'd hate to be this person, the quote "it depends" type of deal. But if I really had to pick, it would be away.
Really?
Yeah. And for that sole purpose, if it was a rival team or like the game, like the rivalry got absolutely like shot with steroids and it was super intense and like
Yankees Red Sox kind of deal.
Yeah, like Game 7 and like you win at Fenway Park on a walk-off grand slam, like just the probability down by 3, bottom of the 9th, bases are loaded, 3-2 count, 2 outs, swing it, boom, grand slam, you win. Like, oh man.
Well, you can't have a walk off on the road.
Top of the 9th.
There we go.
Never mind. On to basketball. Game-winning shot
there we
and
go.
One on a 3-point field goal.
Good recovery.
Game winning, down by 3, you hit a 3-pointer, but you get fouled. It's 4-point play, and the crowd goes nuts because you made that free throw, or you shut the crowd up. Like, that's even better. Like, you're in the middle of their court and you're like jumping around with the trophy, and then like everybody's like booing at you, and I don't know. It just that taste of victory, and I'm sure you'll. I mean, I don't know if you agree with me or disagree with me, but I know like home is a little bit sweeter, but like the victory is a little bit more sweeter for away.
I understand why people like winning on the road, and I think in some degrees, winning on the road could be better. Like I think I would always rather win at home. One exception to this rule, I think, would be like this past Tuesday with the Yankees Red Sox. Like if the Yankees win the wildcard game in Boston, I think that's cool because the last time the Red Sox won against the Yankees, like something I forget the whole scenario, but Aaron Judge played start spreading the news like in Fenway Park, and then the Red Sox won and everybody clowned them. Like if the Yankees win in Fenway on Tuesday and Aaron Judge does not play, start spreading the news, I'm going to be very upset because that would be very funny. Other than that, I would always rather win at home because starting up the crowd on the road is nice. However, just like the fact that you get to celebrate in front of like 40,000 or 20,000 fans just losing their absolute minds because their team just won the World Series or the NBA Finals or the Super Bowl, Stanley Cup in front of their home crowd. Like, I just feel like you have to have like 10 times more adrenaline in your system. Instead of getting booed, you get to celebrate with all the fans and just have like a bunch of drunk idiot fans that are just going crazy, and just the vibe has to be immaculate. I just you just get to scream your head off with like 40,000 of your best friends that you don't even know, and I just feel like that's so awesome.
But then on the flip side, you're going back home and everybody is so excited for you to come back home with that trophy.
That's cool too. On the flip side, you just go right from the stadium to the bar, and you're already with them.
Could you imagine Giannis went to a bar? Well, wait, no, they were in Phoenix that time, right? Like for was it game 7 or game 6?
Yes, it was game 6. They were in Phoenix. Thanks for that, by the way.
Oh, you know.
Wait, no, they were in Milwaukee.
Yes. Because they didn't do the count. They couldn't get the count. 1, 2, 3 for Giannis. I don't know. I think away is a little bit more sweeter from the player perspective, but I could certainly understand from a fan perspective, the home win is much more important.
I also feel like you play half your games at home. I don't understand why players wouldn't want to win at home. Like, there's a lot of players that say they prefer to win on the road. But like, if you spend half your season in front of your home fans, wouldn't you want to share that experience with them?
Yeah,
that always boggles my mind. And like having like just like signing autographs afterwards, and just like you just get to like go like this, and the whole stadium like goes nuts when you like wave your hands up in the air. And like the idea to like hit like a walk-off home run to like win the World Series. Like, we've only ever seen that once. And like the videos are insane. And maybe it's because like I love going on Twitter and seeing the fan reactions afterwards. I think that's part of it too. Like, you just get to have all those moments that you wouldn't have if you're on the road, that you have to wait like 12 hours till you fly back.
Yeah, again, I know you're really pulling for the fan perspective, but for me, I'm pushing more of the player perspective. So I think it's potato. Like, it obviously, like, it's different from everybody else. So
I think as a player, you would want to do one of each, just an experience.
Yeah.
It would suck if like you win like 6 championships all on the road. Like, I feel like if you're a player, you'd want to try to do a one each just to see what it's like. Variety is the spice of life.
Just a little taste.
Yeah.
Oh goodness, yeah, that's great, Matt. It's nice.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
These are very what do you call it? Very mellow conversation. We weren't yelling at each other.
Yes. Next time I'll make it different.
Next time you'll just piss me off. That's it.
Probably.
And speaking of people pissing off, Mark Zuckerberg actually posted on his Facebook today. If you didn't, guys.
Well, he was able to post on Facebook today. Must be nice.
7 minutes ago. So if anybody knows the time of this recording, it is Monday. Facebook, WhatsApp, and Instagram was down. I didn't know what to do for work today, so I was just like,
Mike was just walking around campus like with his cell phone held up to the sky, like, do I have reception? What's going on here?
Oh my gosh, is this what actually outside feels like? But he messaged, he posted on his wall. He posted a post. It says, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and Messenger are coming back online now. Sorry for the disruption today. I know how much you rely on our services to stay connected with the people you care about. Wow, doesn't that sound like a dictatorship?
You know what really sucked today? A little down in the dumps.
Okay.
I had a Facebook notification all day long.
You couldn't see it.
I opened the app about 50 times, and I kept forgetting every time that Facebook was down. I was like, oh, let's get rid of this notification. Open the app. Son of a bitch, I did it again. 50 times. I had to do it.
How do you think social media managers felt this entire day?
I don't know. Really, it's a great day for Twitter.
And well, but then did you see that Twitter was kind of slowing down a little bit because it wasn't loading replies
for like a few minutes, and everyone was freaking out, like, oh my god, the internet's gonna crash.
And I literally thought to myself, I'm like, what am I gonna do for a job today? Like, what am I gonna do? What?
Yeah, the meme. Twitter really was the big winner today.
Yeah, what? There's a Netflix movie out now. What is it now? I forget what it's called.
I don't know.
It's like red. It's like red light, green light. Like the game where like somebody turns
Squid
their
Games.
back. Squid Games. That's what it is.
Yeah,
it's on Netflix apparently.
Yeah, it is. And I did you know that like they actually like kill people on that show?
Wait, like
so like if you lose, you could die.
Oh, I thought you meant
like
in real
you just
life.
get shot.
I'm like, Matt, it's a movie.
No, I didn't know that. It's apparently
yeah.
Wild. I don't know. I'm gonna have to add it to my list to watch.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say to do. I'm like, well, Matt. Good luck with that. Well, good luck with that. Yeah. So Facebook, Instagram, and Messenger were down. They're all coming back online now shortly. So, but speaking of social media, if it's back online, you can follow all of our social media at solo.to/funnybusiness. Mr. Matthew, what is your advice for the great people for the podcast today?
I have really good advice today.
I wonder.
I'm just in a really good mood. Work's been going good.
You're glowing, man.
Sure. Yeah, I think it's the blue polo.
Yeah.
With the light, it's really making me look like an angel.
Polo, or is it more of a long sleeve like?
I'm sorry, not a polo. It's like a pullover. Not a polo.
Mm-hmm.
It's tell someone you love them. Just if someone's in a bad mood, just help them out a little bit. Tell someone you love them.
Okay, Tim the Tap Man. Be sure to tell somebody you love them. That's what he says.
Oh, I didn't know that. I don't really watch a lot of his YouTube videos.
Okay.
So, but just tell someone you love them. It makes a difference.
Matt, why don't you start? Who do you want to publicly tell someone that you love them?
I love
you. You love me. We're a happy family.
Who do I want to tell him I love? I love Lamp. I love Lamp. I love Lamp. Mike, who do you want to tell him you love?
Who do I want to? I love my parents.
Okay, here we go.
I feel like I haven't told them that I love them that much lately.
That was nice. That was very nice. I love my parents as well.
I mean, yeah, the outright, I'd probably say it to Jenna, but
right,
she hears that more than my parents do, so.
Right. Understandable.
Yeah, so. And until the next time, we'll see you all in the next episode.
Stay safe, everyone.